Hey there.
On August 19, 1883, Jeannie Duval gave birth in hospice to Gabrielle Bonheur Chanel, whom one day the world would know by the name of Coco Chanel, the founder and namesake of the Chanel brand, which still to this day, 130 years later, does more than $15 billion in revenue each year. Though we currently know Chanel as an iconic luxury name, the designer's origins stem from a melancholy and grief-stricken childhood. Chanel was born into poverty in the French countryside. Her mother died when she was 11 years old, and her father abandoned her to an orphanage. After a brief stint as a shop girl, Chanel worked for a few years as a cafe singer. In her early 20s, she dreamed of designing clothes and starting her own apparel line. But as an orphan, with no education, title, or resources, this dream would seem ridiculous. But the dream wouldn't die in Chanel. She knew she desperately needed guidance, particularly on the business and finance side. She did what I am hoping you pick out as the all-important lesson I'm pointing out to you here. She looked for who. Who could help her? Who could help her find her way forward? At the age of 25, she met a wealthy older English businessman named Arthur Boy Capel. Now, she didn't just meet him, she pursued his mentorship with a vengeance. Arthur Boy was so impressed that she not only kept showing up, but that she also acted on his advice, then came back and showed how the advice had benefited her. This encouraged him to continue to help her more. Arthur helped build her confidence. His guidance helped her believe that yes, she could, in fact, become a famous designer. He taught her about business in general. He offered her tough criticisms she could and would accept because of her deep respect for him. He helped guide her in her first important decisions in setting up her business. From him, she developed a very honed sense of purpose, a steadfast purpose that she retained her entire life. Without her pursuit and her follow-through for mentorship and guidance, her path would have been way too confusing and difficult. All her life, she kept returning back to this strategy. Who could help her with what she needed to know or do next? Coco continued to cultivate who's, other men and women who had the skills that she lacked or the skills that she needed to strengthen, like social graciousness, marketing, a nose for cultural trends, etc. And then she developed relationships that allowed her to learn from them. This is what we do for you here. I offer you the experienced mentorship and guidance collected from over 34 years now in business and 28 years as essential curator of the entire success media industry, distilled down for you in practical takeaways and action steps. And B, we connect you to like-minded, like-ambition, and like-hearted elevated associations who can support your success ascent. You want to submerge yourself into these associations to absorb the spirit of doing big things and getting big things done. Elevated associations from different fields and different industries who have similar energy and similar ambitions. So for you, take out your Darren Daily Journal, jot down some thoughts on what you're going to do to step up your efforts here, and share that with us in the comments below. And to reinforce the point, here's a wonderful little example of why you want to surround yourself with people who support and encourage you. Take a look.
Hit it with the heel. Yeah, listen. Hit it with the heel. Yes, you can do it. Come on. Yes, you can do it. But you gotta do this. Look at me. You have to hit it hard, though. You cannot hit it light. You have to hit it hard. Go. That's not hard. You touch it. Come on.